What's good, World Wide Web? Machines on the scene. I know I haven't been on the scene in some time, but in case you haven't noticed, things are getting kind of crazy out there. At least they are in this neck of the woods anyway. Um, I had some technical difficulties and some family issues to deal with, and then what's going on out in the world started happening, and turns out that I'm one of those essential workers, and I thought that meant that it was essential that I leave my house and go to work, but I guess it turned out that it's essential that I go to work and never leave from my house. Um, yeah, it's been busy. So I'm not a professional YouTuber, so I'm kind of at the mercy of the old 9 to 5 as to when and how often I can do videos like this. If you don't know what I mean by what's going on in the world, welcome back from your secret hidden base on the moon. I'm surprised you didn't hear about there. It's kind of a big deal here on the ground, but I'm not going to say too much about it because I'm not qualified to say too much about it. There are much better places to get information. Wouldn't take medical advice from a YouTuber. I would find some official health site, and watch a video from some guy. His first name's Doctor, and do what he tells you to do, and then go and get away from the news for a little while. I mean, don't just sit there and watch the news all the time. I know work's kind of scarce for some people right now, and I know people who have a steady job who are skipping work to stay home and watch the news all day. So this thing's got 24/7 news coverage, and look, you can fill up a couple of libraries with what I don't know about medical knowledge, but I'm pretty sure this thing doesn't need 24/7 news coverage. It's doing the same thing now it was doing 8 hours ago, and it'll be doing the same thing 8 hours from now. And there's no breaking news in this. So, and this is a time when we really need to keep our spirits up, and I don't think anybody's ever got, crunk from watching the news. And don't go to the network news. No, those guys, they're pros at the long con. They know you're going to change the channel as soon as they tell you what you want to hear, so they're going to talk about everything but that. And when they can't put it off anymore and they finally have to talk about it, they're just going to, it's more politics. They're going to blame it on the president, blame it on his enemies. Who cares? But no, find out what you got to do to keep yourself and your family safe, and what you can do to get things back to normal, and do it. And like I said, this is a time when we really need to keep our spirits up. So I would suggest doing what helps you unwind. It might be a movie, TV, music, a good book. Hanging out with family. If you got, people at home that want to spend time with you, that's a blessing that you don't want to miss out on. So, I've been looking at some entertainment sites, at some of the comments left, and some people are saying that we shouldn't even be talking about movies right now because there are no movies coming out, so nothing's happening. Nothing could be further from the truth. Movie history is being made right now. There are a lot of shakeups going on in Hollywood. Companies that were at the very top when this thing started are digging through the couch cushions now, and other companies are flying high. It's crazy. I may do a video about that because it's going to be a completely different landscape when we come out the other side of this thing, for many things, especially movies, because they've never been in a situation like this where they've gone this long without money, and it's just they're losing their minds. But anyway, that's one of the reasons that I started this channel, was to talk about what goes on behind the scenes. And again, as I always say, Disney doesn't call me into any of their their financial meetings. Warner Brothers doesn't give me their quarterly statements. You know, nobody. I don't know anything. All I know is what I can find on the internet, and you know, try to connect the dots. I'm not a reporter. Reporters have access and interviews and stuff. They don't want me to know anything. So I'm more of a cultural detective, you know. But anything that I throw at y'all is my best guess, based on what I've been able to find. And another reason that I haven't uploaded in a while is because I kind of had to go back to the drawing board on that. I found a lot of interesting information on the web, you know, that explains why movies are the way they are. And I thought to myself, if I could just, you know, present this information in a clear, concise way that makes sense, you know, somebody else might, you know, think it was cool too. It may help somebody out, you know, that wanted to know this. The making sense part is hard though, because there's an old saying in Hollywood. They say that there's never enough time or money to do it right the first time, but there's plenty of time and money to redo it. Yeah, that's never been more clear. An analogy is, say, okay, you know that guy, right? That's got way too much money, and he's obviously insane, and he's always doing some crazy stuff. So he watches this TV show, this tiny house thing, right? And he says, "That's me. I want to build a little house like that. I think that'd be cool." So he builds this little bitty house. Not enough room. So I'm going to add on some more rooms around this core, you know, this little bitty clubhouse thing. I'm just going to put some big rooms around it. Okay. And then next week, I heard there's a lot of money in these big high-rise hotels, so I'm going to add on to this. I'm going to add on like a 20-story motel in the back. And I've always wanted RVs, so I think I might add on a big garage and park an RV out there. And oh yeah, and I've always wanted a houseboat, and there's not water for 100 miles around here, but I'm going to go ahead and build a boat and have a hallway connecting it to the rest of this monstrosity. And there's something missing though, so maybe I should get a phone booth and put it on the front of it, and you walk through this phone booth to get to the rest of it. And people walk by and say, "What in the hell is all that?" And you have to say, you know, that's his idea of getting most for his money. That's about the best way I can explain Hollywood. They are just so focused on money. I mean, and I understand, you know. I'm a capitalist. I have a job, and I enjoy making a profit. And I'm sure they're no different, but when your one concern is to make money, you know, you're kind of missing the point, you know. I get paid to do a specific job in a specific way. They don't care about doing a specific job. You know, they are hired to do a job too, to entertain us. They don't care if we're entertained or not. They just care if they're going to get our money or not. And it is just insane how out of touch these people are. And not across the board. I mean, there have been some very good movies made in the last 10 years. Some of the best, and some of the worst. And with the talent and the technology and you know, the fan base behind them, there's no reason why we shouldn't be getting consistently. Just this should be another golden age, not only for television, for movies, for music, not across the board. You know, there's no reason why all this nonsense is going on, and I'm gonna get into that. But I could make a real short video on it. If you ever have a question, who, what, how, when, or why, and the word Hollywood comes up, the answer is money. That's just what makes that's what encourages every single decision they make. And I'm going to get into that in my next video. But I mainly just wanted to tell y'all that you ain't getting rid of me that easy. Rumors of my demise have been somewhat overrated. I don't know, maybe I'm dead, I'm just too dumb to fall down. But I'm here, and I'm going to do another video. My next video, probably going to do a tune-up on some of my earlier work. I've come across some additional information, you know, and I like to present the best product that I can, you know, or the most up-to-date, you know, scenarios that I can. So yeah, my next video will just be going over some of my old stuff. Then I'm going to try to get into why movies are the way they are, you know, for better or worse. But anyway, thank you so much for coming by and hanging out with me, and take care, and God bless, and I'll get with y'all next time. Later.